Today we're putting the infamous bounty hunters, Cad Bane and Boba Fett, against each other. I'll be analyzing them at their physical peaks, which would be during the Bad Batch show for Cad Bane and during the Empire Strikes Back for Boba Fett. Boba Fett was not only a clone of the renowned Jango Fett, he was also trained by him in everything from flying a ship to hand-to-hand combat. Boba Fett essentially was trained to be a better version of his father Jango. Not only did Jango train him from a young age, which would already grant him an advantage against Cad Bane, he also possesses natural skills presumably passed down by his father. Even after his prime in The Mandalorian, he was able to beat multiple stormtroopers with a mere stick. Boba Fett may be physically able, but Cad Bane is not to be underestimated. Cad Bane is quite proficient in hand-to-hand combat as well, being able to exchange blows with prominent Jedi like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not only was he able to stand toe-to-toe with multiple Jedi, he even successfully subdued Jedi Master Rapal, which is a fairly difficult feat for a non-Force user. The only other bounty hunter able to match his Jedi killing skills was, ironically enough, Jango Fett. Though he was reliably dexterous in close combat, he preferred to be further away from his targets and to utilize his blaster or flamethrower.
Get to the ship!
Overall, Boba Fett slightly edges out Cad Bane in this category. First off, Boba Fett was basically trained from his birth by the best bounty hunter at the time, while Cad Bane had to learn from his experience. Boba Fett also probably inherited his father's physical prowess, while Cad relied more on purely skill and less on natural talent. Boba Fett's armor was made of Mandalorian Beskar mixed in with a weaker material called Durasteel. Beskar was known to be an incredibly sturdy material, being able to absorb standard blaster bolts easily. He also frequently used a Z6 jetpack to get a better angle on his targets. The jetpack, often used by Mandalorians, had a built-in rocket that could be fired to great effect. He also had other weapons, including a flamethrower, vibroblades, and a wrist laser. Boba's main blaster was the EE-3 carbine rifle. This blaster, which was regularly used by bounty hunters, was very capable at long ranges with its triple round burst. Cad Bane, unlike Boba, had no armor. He wore regular clothes instead of armor. Instead of a jetpack like Boba, Cad went for jet boots instead, which he employed in some very creative ways. His jet boots are also adequately safe from attack compared to a jetpack, as it is smaller in size, hence harder to damage. He also had a stolen Mandalorian vambrace, which is the Star Wars equivalent to Batman's utility belt. His particular vambrace had a flamethrower installed, along with a grappling line and paralyzing darts. His main blasters were two LL-30 blaster pistols. The LL-30 was made up of a special alloy that prevented overheating, which explains the weapon's consistent rate of fire. Boba once again wins, marginally triumphing in this category. Although Cad Bane and Boba's equipment are more or less the same, Boba's armor would make it hard for even Cad Bane to kill him. Boba Fett, as I mentioned, was trained by Jango as a boy. Jango was trained by Mandalorians, so I imagine Boba was taught quite a bit about tactics since Mandalorians were known for having a strong martial culture. Boba Fett, however, didn't rely solely on physical means to defeat his opponents. He was known to be quite knowledgeable and dexterous. Although Cad Bane never had the extensive training that Boba received, he learned to be adaptive and he often outsmarted his opponents. He was even able to break into the Jedi Temple with relative ease in the Clone Wars TV show. Even though he preferred working alone, he was able to lead others and strategize with his allies. Boba Fett would win against Cad Bane 7 times out of 10, 70% of the time, Boba Fett simply has more comprehensive skills, and his sturdy armor gives him a reliable amount of protection against whatever Cad throws at him. If you have a different verdict, please post in the comments below and make sure to like this video and subscribe. This is Entertainment Crew signing out.